Talk about two worlds colliding. Oh my. I can't even with this. I'm gonna try and make some time for your mama's coverage of Jordy, which, by the way, I mean, it wasn't. He was laughing. He was having a good time watching it. So, all right, here we go. Here we go, you guys.
My bowels had a sweet release. I could feel it everywhere. I crapped my pants.
Prison. She needs prison.
Oh dear.
I kind of have OCD.
You mean obesity?
Was that your bones?
Yes. I've been grown. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
Hey girls, welcome back. Looks like Amber has caused some drama between some people within the LCU. Remember Roxy?
Well, you admitted to how you would put Becky on a timer when she was gone too long. How you would freak out on her if she didn't get you food. How you pushed, what's her name? The last girl. I don't even know. You had so many girlfriends.
1, I've never pushed a girlfriend. 2, I've never set a timer and I've never had even...
No, you just accidentally fell on her, right? And yes, you did set a timer. That came out of your own fucking mouth, all right?
admitted to that. So already you're throwing lies out.
Wait, you never said you set a timer on your watch for Becky to be back at a certain time when she would leave?
No, I have never set a timer.
Amber,
my
you
God.
said it on your live stream. I pray to God
No,
somebody
I
has
didn't.
archives of you.
Roxy, aren't you known as the liar?
How many times have you sat there and said, yes, I set an alarm because I...
GORLworld was so fast to react to that with fucking receipts. I love the communities I've actually joined. They're funny. I mean, they're hilarious. They're funny. Only in one case was I personally attacked by Kalari C, and she's been thrown out, you guys, because she was like scamming the fans, and she not only was she a grifter, she was trying to get other bigger channels to shout her out and stuff, and turned out she was a complete fraud, in my humble opinion. But she tried to crash me. She came after me when I talked about it being very difficult, nearly impossible, to have a pregnancy after 40 for women. And that's one of her grifts, you guys. That's one of her grifts, and I didn't know it at the time. So she used this completely intoxicated man who I didn't realize had a problem that way. Hamilton. I can't remember like the full name. It was Hamilton. And he apparently got into various scuffles with the police over beating up his girlfriends. But this is a long story, you guys.
I would have separation anxiety.
I have never set an alarm.
I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it, and I will prove it to you. So if I find it, and when I prove it, are you going to apologize to me that maybe your BPD, you were having a moment, and you don't remember you doing that?
I literally can't with you.
You're going to with me. You're going to with me. I promise you that. You're going to with me.
God knows you're gonna fit right in. Both Batgirl have said it today and Lacey. They both have it.
Yeah, but they've been diagnosed, and they got help for it. Amber don't get help for it. Also, where's Rarity? Have you looked for Rarity yet?
Hey,
Has
that's
anybody
my
found Rarity
point.
yet?
That's my point. I
Who's
was
Rarity, Amber?
diagnosed.
Did you purposely let her out so you didn't have to leave?
Well, that's Roxy, and she's a seasoned hater. I'm talking from the very beginning, the Crystal era, and apparently, Keem didn't like how she called Amber out the other day. So Roxy has something to say about that. She posted this to her community tab. Amberlynn Reid has just opened up a can of worms by trying to call me a liar when I simply wanted to know if she was going to be able to handle all the questions she's going to have to answer when she starts her LOL Cow Bus show in the LCU. I'm not one to do reactions, and
Yeah, on top of it, Keem, because I know you watch my channel, you respond to things that I actually say. The reality is you're trying to get the followership of all of these GORLworld channels into your universe so that you can make money off of them, right? You're going to have to start listening to our beefs of concern, right? And Roxy is a pretty good mouthpiece in this moment, despite the fact that she's done acting for you, you know, and had storylines. She is part of the universe, and she's spitting truth here.
Never cared to, but she left me no choice. So now I will spend a couple days getting all the receipts together to prove exactly what she sat and cried about when she couldn't answer my questions. Keemstar, you made this way bigger than what it was meant to be. Instead of looking at it as being a good thing for some good content for her new show, you attacked my simple questions, so now I will prove why so many people accuse her of the things she said and done.
Talk about not knowing where you're going, right? Amberlynn, honey, girl, I want you to recover. I want you to be healthy. You set a goal for yourself to get on 600-pound, like that 600-pound challenge, right? Where they would give you the surgery and everything, and you'd have this big arc of losing weight and stuff, and you didn't quite reach 600 pounds. It's probably difficult at your height to do that. But you have no idea what you've walked into. I've been observing them for over a year now, and these are probably some of the most skilled doxers I've ever fucking seen. I'm just being real with you.
Using her own words. At Amberlynn Reid, you went there with me, so now you got my attention. See you soon, Pookie. And Roxy is keeping her word. She's begun uploading proof to her own channel. Things she says expose Amber, and she also went live to clear some things up.
But Amberlynn Reid, her life was her vlog. It was her real life. She has no way of saying, well, I only said that because I was trying to entertain people. No, she went through journeys and she was using her real life.
Yeah.
And then when she tries to rewrite history, it doesn't work because you're saying things that you're swearing on, you're saying things that happened to you, then you try to turn around and say it didn't happen.
Yeah, and she's had like 4 to 5 different girlfriends that have come out against her, so there's that too. Are we supposed to dismiss everything they've said in favor of Amberlynn? For real? When she clearly keeps backpedaling on things that she's said?
It's just, I don't know. I'm going to get into it all. I don't want to really go into it without receipts, but I do want to go over that little clip on Rebel. Oh, actually, Apathetic Facts, I was sent a clip. She put out a new video I'm going to watch later, but she put out a new video, I guess, with a, hey, ETX.
Shout out, Apathetic Facts. Holla girl. By the way, I'm getting this from Apathetic Facts channel right now.
With Amberlynn Reid's DMs and Discord, her voice notes and stuff. So I want to take a look at that. She made a whole video of her showing herself opening the door in Wisconsin, showing supposedly how she left the door open. Plus, she was smirking and showing Duper's delight every time. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And she cried and swore that's...
Not only that, I mean, first of all, like, she's given a shout out to Apathetic Facts. She is spitting truths about what's been reported and the content that Amberlynn has presented online. But on top of it, she pronounced supposedly correctly, which a lot of people don't do. Kudos to you, Roxy.
Happened, and then she turned around when Emily outed her and said that Emily did it. Drama. Yeah, so, like, for the people that don't know much about the LCU, I know a lot about the LCU, and the people in the LCU that don't know about GORLworld, I was going to fill them in on GORLworld. I think that's pretty decent. Keem being upset, things didn't go under his control, just fit. Well, right, and that's what I'm saying. Keem, like, I didn't do anything that really nobody didn't know already. I just went up there quiet.
Keem just doesn't know, Roxy. Like, I mean, he doesn't have the knowledge that we who have been following GORLworld, like, first of all, let me just say this. There is a more intelligent audience following GORLworld than there is following the LCU. The LCU is like a slapstick channel, like a slapstick network, right? But when it comes to GORLworld, there's some deep thinking involved about, like, the moral challenges of what they're doing. And there's a reason why they haven't come after some of the other mukbang people that are super obese, right? And it's because their personalities actually work for their audience. These women have other mental delays that are so abrasive that that it just makes them like targets for React channels. Like, it's such content for us, you know?
Questioned her and trolled her a little bit. I'm a troll. I do stupid. You know that. Yes, LCU is full of liars and bullies. Yes, which is why she'll fit right in. I never said, oh, I don't think Amberlynn Reid will be good for the LCU. I said, you are perfect here. Just don't lie about it. When somebody questions you, just come out. Everybody, even, especially Keem gives thousands of chances.
Yeah.
If there's ever a time to redeem yourself, it's going to be while you're in the LCU. Say, yes, I f***ed up. Yes, I did do that. Yes, I treated my exes like yes, my exes didn't lie when I said that, I treated Beck's mom. And let me apologize really quick. I did notice that on Rebel, when I was talking about Amberlynn's ex, the people who don't know about Amberlynn's ex Beck, for years and years, she went by Becky, but she had changed her pronouns. And after watching her for, 6-7 years, you get used to calling her Becky, but I do want to apologize. They go by they, them, and their name is Beck. So please forgive me from the bottom of my heart if I get that confused. It's just hard to...
Yeah, Beck is on the gender spectrum. And for those of us who are older, which Roxy establishes that she's actually quite older than me, and I'm 51, right? It's just a new concept. It's a new concept, and when you've known somebody for a long time, it's kind of hard to remember. It's hard to transition, and so we're not meaning offense, but sometimes we forget, right?
Remember that? Their name is Beck, and they go by they, them. I kind of felt bad. And a lot of things, listen, I was 400 pounds, $399 at one point. So when Amber says, oh, they hate me because I'm fat, no. I started watching you 10 years ago because I admired your journey. I admired you, how much you wanted to lose weight. And every time you failed, I'm like, girl, I get it. Girl, I get it. I'm 50. I was $399 at one point. I get it. So don't ever say that everybody hates you because you're fat, because I was rooting for you. I was one of your biggest fans until you started doing this with the animals. First of all, Twinkies.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Are you 50 today? Or were you 50 when you started watching her? Like, I'm a little confused by how you presented that.
Nails, okay, they were super duper long. They were all grown over. I didn't like that much. What really pissed me off is when you came on a vlog and you said how you cried the whole night because Twinkie was so sick. Twinkie could not even jump up on your mattress that you had on the floor. You were so afraid something was wrong with Twinkie, but you couldn't get them to the vet. Is Twinkie a girl or a boy? I think Twinkie's a girl, right? You couldn't get her to the vet because there was no emergency vets open.
Actually, I think Twinkie's a boy, but I don't know. I don't know, but I think Twinkie's a boy.
But you left Twinkie by herself, went shopping with your girlfriend and your ex-girlfriend, went to Chili's to eat, and then the reaction channels found out, Michael B. Petty found out there's literally a vet, a block or two away from where you were, and you left that dog home and lied and said there was no vets open. That's when I started to get pissed. And that's when I started to have a whole change of thought on you. Amber needs people in the LCU to confront her on her lies. She thought she could come to your guys' lives and paint a totally different narrative and try to change history. That's exactly what it is. And I'm sorry, she's in for a rude awakening. And you know what it is with Amber? Amber can take the trolling. Amber can take people in the audience, like sending hate donos. She can take that. What she won't be able to take is if people go up there like I did, and one-on-one confront her, she won't be able to take that. And that's where Keem has a problem with me, what I did. He's like, at least let her fucking get in here, and yes, she's going to answer questions, at least let her get in here. Maybe I should have done.
Well, he's hoping that he's going to be able to bring in the GORLworld audience, right? And if we nix her right away, then how is he going to make money on this situation, right? But he should have consulted with Yo Mama. He should have. Because your mama actually had a better plan for introducing her to the network and having that redemption arc. But Keem's got to be in charge. He's got to be the boss. He doesn't respect his employees. He doesn't respect the fact that they might have greater knowledge in certain areas of study. And Yo Mama was the right person to consult with, and apparently he didn't take anything Yo Mama said to heart.
But I was, I thought, hey, I was giving content to the LCU. I was giving a little drama for, Rebel. I worked on Rebel. I'm friends with Gidgey. Brought a little drama there. It was boring. It was quiet. There was nothing going on. Amber popped up there, so I popped up there. And Amber, I'm telling you right now, Zay is the wrong person to call out, because Zay will do more than just a Google search on you. Don't call Zay out, because her ass will do a deep dive on you, and she will not.
Roxy, that's... Zay she's got issues. That's all I'm going to say on that right now, because I've written a lot of stuff about what's going on with her, and quite frankly, she is not qualified to do what the background research that you're looking for, right? That's why, for instance, when the Roblox thing happened with who was that kid? He didn't even get Voldemorted, by the way. CD-ROM, right? He should have been. I mean, if you're gonna Voldemort somebody, which is so weird, because it's a reference to Harry Potter of he who shall not be named, or she who shall not be named, right? But you're naming him by saying Voldemort, right? We should not be afraid of saying the word Voldemort. Say it, right? He should have received that treatment. Yet, it's very selective in how this goes. It seems very personal. It seems not professional or business related. But in the case of Zay, she doesn't have it all together. She blames it on mental issues. And her screen name is Zay Zooted, which would indicate illicit drug usage, right? And oftentimes her eyes appear sunken in and dark. I don't know what to tell you, but Nightmare ended up taking up her research and deep diving on it, and got more out of that story than she did. And because she ended up doxing CD-ROM, or the subject of the story, while presenting information, they got put to like a middle of the night slot for a while, and Nightmare took up the case. So kudos to you, Nightmare, for that. But that was, quite frankly, the last good thing you did before you bent the knee and fully went against your audience, and that's why you don't get views anymore.
She will not feel bad. The voice note she left Beck's mom after Beck's mom had surgery was disgusting. The money that she tried to raise for Beck's mom stuff. And I'm going to go through it all. I will. Mm-hmm. And I've been a fan of GORLworld since GORLworld started. So, of course, I'm going to want to get into the Amberlynn Reid stuff. Actually, do you know about her Aunt Tammy? Actually, Ash, yes, I started going down that rabbit hole yesterday. I watched some videos on it. Her Aunt Tammy, man, that is crazy. For your own aunt to say how you treated families and how,
Well, I think I mentioned this the other day in regards to FFG, is that when you're successful online, it's more than likely that you're going to have family members that are jealous or want a piece of the pie. And so they are willing to try and get some internet clout by coming out against you. And quite frankly, she should have just lived her life. Like, what was so offensive there? Like, you're an aunt. You're not, like, freaking in her direct life. For fuck's sake.
I want to look more into that before I talk about it because I don't know much about it. But her own aunt is calling her out on it. Her own aunt. And I do remember years ago, she lied and said her aunt didn't like her because she was fat. Her aunt stopped having anything to do with her because she was fat. And then she came out, which was a lie. Then she came out and said, I lied about that. So, Amber, this is why people call you a liar, because you say one thing and then you come out when you're caught and say, yes, I lied about it. But you're not here. We're not confused. Are you back? No, I'm not back in the LCU, Monica. No. When I was with Audible for them, what was it, like 2 weeks or whatever? But I do hop up there. You know, I hopped up there, and I'm going to, I do support the LCU. I always said.
So Roxy is basically operating like a substitute teacher right now.
I'm a fan of the LCU. I love the community. I wanted to go up there, and I didn't want to give her a chance to have time to come up with an excuse. I wanted to just ask her right off the bat and see what she had to say. And that's what I said. I didn't even troll her. If you cried about that, I'm so confused at what you think is gonna. I don't know. I'm not about the drama. So, but like I said, when it has to do with me, I'm gonna call it out. For those of you who don't know, I swear like a trucker. I drink my coffee and I smoke like crazy. I don't know. I'm so cringe. I want to watch this. Hell, that I'll watch it. So I'm gonna go through the Rebel stream when I'm up there with Amber.
Animal abuser, I genuinely cannot stand it. It is like the worst thing.
A lot of times, the reason why some people things bother them so bad is because they have a guilty conscience. Now, am I saying Amber purposely abused animals? No, absolutely not. I genuinely.
Well, I'll say it. I think that her actions were intentional and convenient and used to manipulate the people around her. But that's just my point of opinion.
Think that Amberlynn Reid loves her animals, but I also think she loves relationships more. And if something can happen to something to keep her in that relationship more, in my opinion, there's no telling what she would do. Why this bothers her so bad, you can call her, I've heard people call her a PDF because she said some really creepy things about younger girls and younger people. That don't bother her. I heard and seeing with her own eyes and with her own words, people calling her an.
We're gonna pause here for a second because the last truck is rolling through. It's Trash Tuesday, right? And it's getting loud for a second, so let me pause. I tell you, you know, I'm a full believer in unions. I really am. But this dude, not only does he flip over the lids on the cans because he's not performing his job correctly, and so last week when we had the atmospheric river, my recycle bin filled up with rain overnight because he got here so late. But he's sitting in the cul-de-sac to run out the clock so he gets paid a full 8 hours. I mean, some of the laziest ass motherfuckers. I can't. Okay, well, now he's like turned the truck off completely. He's just sitting there. Let's just go.
The facts that don't bother her. Why, when it bothers you so badly about this whole animal thing, if it's not true? It shouldn't bother you just like the other things don't bother you. That's just my opinion.
Let them say what they want. Let them say it.
Get your girl. Get your girl. I know you said you don't know much about GORLworld, and I know you love your animals. Please, before you coddle her, and listen, don't take sides. Gidgy, don't take sides. Be on her side for now. Listen to the stories before you just completely take her side because you're going to look foolish at the end, and I don't want that for you.
You have your right to set the record straight. You are brand new here. People know what they think they know.
See, Gidgy, it's not people know what they think they know. People know what they know because of Amber's own words, because of her ex's own words. They're not going by what Amber wants you to think. These reaction channels just hate me, so they're going to create these narratives that I'm this bad person. They don't work like that. I know people like to say GORLworld is so toxic. They're disgusting. They lie. No, GORLworld takes people's words and reaction. They make reactions off of it. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. Are some of them messy as hell? Yeah. Do some of them docs? Hell yeah. I don't like it. Yes, but every community has messy freaking reactions. The LCU is messy as hell. Messy as hell. Yes, you will. Come January 1st, Amberlynn Reid will be on low-cow bus. Not low-cow pit.
Well, I mean, maybe we're, hoping that she has the fortitude and she hasn't been scared off at this point. But it was a bad decision to put her with two people who don't understand how this works. I mean, it would have been better to put her with your mama. It would have been better to put her with you, Roxy. I mean, I don't know what to say about that.
Mama, they're taking sweet tea from your mama, putting sweet tea back on bus with Scooter. I don't think that's a good idea. I think Amber should have been over. But you know what? Then again, if you think about it, your mama will probably not allow anybody. Your mama won't allow anybody to attack Amber. And Keem wants Amber to answer these hard-hitting questions. This is what the LCU is. Amberlynn Reid is a low-cow. Keem wants her to.
Yeah, but she can't. She can't. She does not have the mental strength to actually respond to, like, in an actual sincere way without being called out for her lies. She can't do it.
Answer these questions, but he wants it to be on a channel where she's not going to be treated with kid gloves, which your mama will do. So in a way, yeah, that's a good business move on Keem's part.
Now that they know the animal thing bothers you, watch how that's going to pick up in every chat. Watch.
But see, Gidgey, that's the problem. The people that Amber's going to bring over to the LCU already know what bother her. This is no surprise. This is no secret. What's going to bother her is the people in the LCU that don't know about her, that when the truth comes to light, she's not going to be able to say, no, that didn't happen. It's not true, because I promise you, people are going.
Well, and also the problem with Gidgey is that she acts like she's the expert on every subject. She's the first person to ever receive a pie in the face, right? She's never watched I Love Lucy or vaudeville, apparently, or Carol Burnett. I mean, like, Gidgey thinks that because she can speak with an articulate voice, that she is somehow superior to her peers. But she's a mess too.
To come with receipts. They're going to show with Amber's own words, with her ex's own words. So Amber can step here and paint this narrative. They all hate me. They're haters. They're haters. They're hater nation, hater. No, Amber, they're going to show what exactly you said. And like right now, Gidgey don't know. So she's only going to believe what Amber says, which is why Roxy went up there and wanted to know, what are you going to do when these hard-hitting questions come to you? That's why I did it. Pocahontas complains about the reaction channels, but in fact, she wouldn't have half the success without them. Exactly. The same thing with Foodie Beauty. Without the reaction channels, they wouldn't have half of the audience that they have. That is so true.
Absolutely. We're absolutely giving you free advertising, and we are setting you up for redemption arcs, and it's up to you to take that opportunity.
Reaction channels had nothing to do with how I feel about her. It's her actions have everything to do how I feel about her. Keem's trying to coddle her for now because he wants her to stay. And again, Amber, stay. You belong there. You'll do good there. You'll bring in good money. You're going to be a cash cow. You will bring in good money. Don't let...
Keem is an event planner, and he is also an internet personality on his own. He does not know how to manage a day-to-day operational organization. That much is clear. He is not college educated, you guys. I think he's doing the best he can with what he has, right?
People like me run you off. Just own your shit, though. Alls I did, and I could have came at her so much harder. And they know that. I could have came at her so much harder, but I didn't.
Can't even go in and learn about me just based on me through his own eyes. He's having to watch.
That's what he said.
Being dragged through other people's eyes, and that's like...
Well, again, I'll make sure I fix that then. If you want to not wait for me, go watch Mr. Snowflake. All his documentaries. Apathetic Facts has cold hard facts. Just punch in...
She's watched all of it, Roxy. She's watched all of it, and that's why she's so triggered.
Reaction channels, Amberlynn Reid, and there's cold hard facts there. Gidgy might get mad at me for saying this, but listen, I know Gidgy, okay? Gidgy is playing good cop right now. Gidgy is gassing her up. Gidgy wants her to feel comfortable, rightfully so. Nobody wants you to leave, Amber. Everybody is waiting to see you on local bus. Gidgy is probably biting her tongue and wanting to say things that I know Gidgy would want to say. But of course, she's going to coddle her and make her feel welcome, which she should. Every person in the LCU, every host should make her feel welcomed so she don't want to leave. Go do you, girl. If you have nothing to hide, go do you. You'll do good. You want to make money? Now's your time to do it.
In real life, I'm more of a good guy, but then the character that's been made about me online, I'm a villain.
Girl, in real life, you're a good guy. Beck's mother, God rest her soul, had a really good friend that there's messages out there of her telling everyone how you treated Beck's mom when they were passing, when they were sick, how you treated Beck when their mother passed away, how you got upset and mad when they went to try to be with their family, how you had her.
Yeah, I'm not going to totally cover this one. She has gotten physically violent with her girlfriends. She's thrown things. She has, tripped and fallen on one of her girlfriends, right? Like, there's a whole lot of shit. There's a lot there. And Keem's like, I don't know. I mean, she had a cat on the back of her chair that jumped off the chair. What's wrong with that? Keem, clearly you don't know this woman's history. All right, let's jump into Yo Mama's coverage. Okay, I'm back. So this is Yo Mama's coverage of what happens upon the announcement of Amberlynn Reid being hired by the local universe. And so just before we continue, I kindly ask, I'm going to put a link in the description of this video, but I am currently trying to get a restraining order against my neighbor who has been threatening to take my dog away from me. She antagonizes my dog on purpose and then calls animal control, and it's happened 4 times. This is a woman who has complained that she could hear my ex-boyfriend's alarm, his cell phone alarm, going off when he needed to go to work. She has complained that she can hear us walking upstairs or using the toilet in the middle of the night. She has complained that I leave my porch lights on too long. I mean, apparently I'm not the only victim. The neighbors on the other side have tilted their umbrella towards her backyard, which is away from the sun, not towards the sun. So they're definitely not doing this for shade. They're doing it for privacy. So I kindly ask that you contribute and help me out here, because I don't think I've gotten anything, because it was Christmas when I launched this. Everybody's spending on their families. I get this. I'm not trying to be that kind of person, right? I just need a little assistance so that I can protect myself and my own homestead and my little baby Sally, right? So if you can help me out, I'd really appreciate it.
Amberlynn's biggest hater, he had something to say about me on his show the other day when he was reacting to Locale Live bringing Amberlynn on. If you guys don't know who Zachary Michaels is Amberlynn's biggest ops. Now, this man has bought a home, a new Tesla. He's gotten rich off of Amberlynn's back. Like, her back's like multiple. But he had this to say. He had this to say about Amberlynn joining the Locale universe, and then he had a few things to say about me. So let's go ahead.
He should be excited about all the money he's going to make fucking reacting to her.
I thought the same thing, but he said this about the LCU. Roll it.
Involving herself in the community is that they're not nice people. They say a lot of really heinous things about people's weight, the way people look. It's really all based around being really fucking rude. And I get it. I understand that Amberlynn desperately probably needs some money, needs some income, at least until February when she can hopefully reapply for monetization and have something to do. But it's just like, man, girl, this is what we're hitching our car.
It's going to be a lot harder, Amberlynn, to reapply for monetization if you eat on this channel. And you could potentially ruin their monetization as well. So keep that in mind, because I know you were talking about your favorite candy bars the other night.
Or two, or horse too.
Sorry, guys. Hold up.
What the fuck? This guy's been a hater of Amberlynn, talks shit about her on a daily basis and says we're mean.
Hey, this man made a whole...
No, he is the guy that she actually slipped into his DMs and tried to have like personal conversations with him, and he was trusted with some secrets about her, and he kept them to himself and then got outed by her for holding those secrets. Amberlynn is not trustworthy, sweet tea. You have to be super careful about what sort of conversations you have with her.
Video talking shit about her being fat and walking to a tree. And he did a whole AmberCon trashing how fat she is. But then he wants to talk about the LCU's disgusting. See, this is the hypocrisy I'm talking about. These people talk about how bad we are when we talk shit. But at the end of the day, and I want to say this to you, Zachary Michaels, at the end of the day, when we talk our shit, right? We turn this camera off and we go about our life. The difference between, but what you guys do, when you guys talk shit about Amberlynn, you try to get in her personal life. You try to find out her mom's police record. You try to find out where she's getting her,
And I don't know who started doing this first, but the subjects, Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty, also do the same thing. They're constantly trying to dox people.
stomach staple that, calling hospitals. You try to get in her personal fucking life. See, we keep it surface level. When we talk shit about each other, we keep it YouTube. And then we never go out there and try to dox people and go above and beyond. That's what you clowns do, okay? And that's why it's more of a protected place than being over there with you guys. Because what you guys do is gross. And that's why Amberlynn feels more comfortable being over here. Because yeah, we're gonna talk shit about her. We're gonna clown her. We're gonna make fun of her. We're gonna go and attack her. Yes, but at the end of the day, we're not gonna go and find out her mother's police record. We're not gonna go to her bingo class and take photos of her. We're not gonna invade her personal life, you motherfucker. And that's the difference between what we do and what you do. Go ahead, sweetie.
Oh God. My mind went blank. I can't believe these motherfuckers acting like they're so much better than everybody else when they're literally like at the bottom, sucking the fucking shit off the seafloor like a bottom feeder. Like they ain't got no fucking room to talk. Amber's gonna make good money over here for herself. It's a brand new start for her. Like you said, there's no fucking people that's gonna be doxing her, especially like in the community and not going after her IRL. People get fired for that shit.
What are you even talking about, sweet tea? People do it all the time. What do you think Xylee is doing? What do you think Zayzudit's doing? People do this bullshit all the time.
Dude, like, that ain't gonna fly around here. I don't know if he even knows anything about this universe with the way he's talking.
Yeah, and with the show Bus, it's not going to be primarily just all about Amberlynn Reid. It's going to be about you, Sweet Tea. It's going to be about Scooter. We're going to talk shit about you doing some weird shit. We're going to talk shit about Scooter doing some weird shit.
Yeah, but that's the mistake, yo mama, is that Amberlynn has no acting experience. She's used to have a one-on-one connection with her audience, despite the fact that there might be people watching her with a critical eye, or hate watchers, as you would call them. It's not... Do you really feel that Amberlynn Reid is qualified to be a part of a comedy improv troupe? Does she have the skills to pull it off? Because a lot of the people that have been getting into the network recently are unknown. It's their first experience. There's not going to be a lot of consequences for them. But this is somebody with a mass following and an entire network of reactor channels that have been following her for like a decade, right? So it's a different dynamic. And I just don't know that she has the performance skills to pull this off, or if she needs to be the biggest person in the room, for a lack of a better term.
We're gonna talk. It's gonna be an equal opportunity of shit talking, right? We're gonna discuss everything. If Amberlynn is boring on her show, we're gonna come on and we're gonna say, Amberlynn, you were boring and you was whack last night. Or if Sweet Tea, you show up late, we're gonna say, damn, Sweet Tea, you was late and you was trash last night. We are equal opportunists here. We don't focus on one individual and base our whole show around that one person like you do, Zachary Michaels. We're different around here because we are actually content creators. We actually got the brains to go outside the box, inside the box, and we can do things here. You can only do one thing. You guys are one-trick ponies. You guys got to wait for Amberlynn to upload a video before you make a video. We don't got to do that in the LCU. We go every single day, 2 hours a fucking day of content because there's so much content going around here. That's the difference. But go ahead.
But in reality, you're also replaying stuff that other people have created that you're finding. Am I right? I think I am, right? Like, that's a whole news commentary type of thing to do, is clip, okay, here are the highlights of the day, or here's a backstory on something. I mean, that's not unusual. I don't know why it's being demonized in this network.
Yeah, Sweet Tea.
This little light of mine. Fuckers, like, they have to have something different about their brain to be so obsessed with one person. I guess once they see that money coming in from that one person, they want to keep doing it. But to act...
But they're not. Not a single one of these commentators are only reacting to Amberlynn Reid. They're covering multiple subjects. So I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're making assumptions about an entire industry of channels.
This high and mighty, and especially him saying that we're gonna fucking make fun of her weight and shit. Not one person has done that. I don't believe. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, nobody in the universe has said anything about her weight.
Yeah. Well, we gonna, exactly. We haven't talked about her weight, but we're gonna talk some shit. You know, I mean, you got Ken already talking about that. You know, he's jealous of so many big women on other shows, and he loves big women. You know what I mean? And he wants a big woman. Yeah, he wants a big woman to sit on his lap. Yeah, Ken loved the big women. He loved them. He loved them big.
He looks like the kind of guy that would like big women, but I thought he was married.
Oh yeah, see but but you know,
he likes big butts and he cannot lie.
I'm married too. I love big women. So when you saw that video of Ken holding wings back, he wasn't really holding wings back. He was touching titty.
Dude, I couldn't believe that Wings was able to pile drive through all those big motherfuckers. Billy and Ken, he was able to go through them like fucking butter or like a superhero.
Ken was excited.
Strong.
I never held a big man that big either. I mean, I don't know what that would do.
He couldn't hold him for long.
Yeah.
He couldn't hold him for long. That's for damn sure.
Exactly. But
fuck.
But yeah, we love big women, and
I love it.
That's what, and you love big men, and that's what's so dope about this community. Like, we love big people.
I drew this for my promotion of the Amberlynn, if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah, let me see it.
For the promotion video. It's not my best work. I'm thinking about doing another one because I didn't have a pencil with me, so I had to do it with just regular marker.
Oh, wow.
But I drew with a little lip ring. I ran out of that green, so I had to do a different green for the rest of the shirt. But
ooh, that's kind of cute.
I thought she was cute.
She got the nose little ring.
By the way, you don't have to be sizist. I'm not. I've dated very tall men. I've dated people that are close to my height. Like, dudes that are close to my height. And I find the ones that are closer to my height are better swing dancers, to be frank.
She's
titties
always
ain't
doing her
that big,
makeup
though.
real pretty.
You kind of got her titties too big.
Well, I can't tell what size her titties are because she always has her hair in front of her titties.
Bro,
I should draw hair in front of her titties.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna go back and put hair in front of her titties
Hold
before I show it.
Hold on. We get a $10 donation. I'm gonna have you do Amberlynn TikTok. A TikTok dance. Can you imitate Amberlynn Reid?
Okay.
Can you do
I'll
it?
try.
Can we do
I'll
it?
try.
All right, $10. We gonna see Sweet Tea do impression of Amberlynn's TikTok.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I've never seen her TikToks.
Oh my God.
Oh, she does sexy dances, huh?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Are you
shit.
ready? Are you ready?
I'm always down to learn more dance moves, man. I'm always down.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
love learning dance moves.
Oh man, she got those moves too. Wait, I got.
Hell yeah.
Hold on, let me get a nice.
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. She does not wipe her ass on a wet washcloth that's perched along the bathroom sink. Oh, Amber, you can't reach.
Song in there.
I struggle with drawing bigger people too. You seen how I drawn Rastov?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to draw fat people. It really is.
I mean,
I
you
need to practice.
you gotta try to use up all of the page. That's why it's so much page you gotta use up. You gotta get bigger paper.
Yeah, I do. I probably should have. Honestly, because it just looks like a medium-sized woman. Or maybe even just a regular-sized woman in just a really close-up picture.
Oh man, for real. God damn it. All right, so can we get it? Can we get a $10 donation and we get Sweet Tea to bust out Amberlynn dance? Dun,
I'll do a little.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Now, you're going to do this one right here. All right?
I hope it ain't too bad.
Well, first you got to see the video, and then you got to do it, all right? So,
All right.
this is Amberlynn TikTok. And you got to imitate this right here. Now, you got to act like you just opened up your refrigerator.
Okay.
Hold on.
Watch it first, and then I'll do it.
Here we go.
6 days of the week.
Look at it.
Your body so sweet, sweet, invite me.
You want to do it at the same time?
There you go. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
Now it's your
All
turn.
right.
Let's see, Sweet
I
Tea.
open it up. I open the door, and then I go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then do the finger thing.
Oh, yeah. What'd you do with your finger? I can't remember. Fuck!
Sweet, 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 invite me if you come, like sugar, tongue.
Oh.
Your body so sweet, 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 invite me if you come.
Did I do okay?
That was good. You're going to be a trap queen.
Amber!
Yeah, you're going to be a trap queen. That's what we call her. We call her a trap queen. She be trapping them dudes on TikTok. Bro, she got...
I like that!
Yeah.
That was nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! We're gonna have some fun on Bus, man. If she's
no.
down to get sexy like this.
You know, I just look. I get it that people who are super morbidly obese have other issues going on. That there's something that is causing them to feel like they need food at all times, right? Like there's something going on there, right? But I don't get this whole exploitation, this whole trying to, like, I don't know what I have online, but I doubt I have anything that like sexualizes myself to that degree.
Woo! It's gonna be a fun time. Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Wait.
Told her that I'm celibate.
I got you to do. You got to do this one. We get another 10.
Okay.
I got you to do. I need you to do this one. I need you to do this one right
Is
here.
it bad?
We get another 10. I'm gonna need you to do this one right here.
Oh jeez, it looks like you tried to wax your eyebrow. Something.
I told her that I'm celibate and fucking about a week.
Hey, 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 Trap Queen.
I love that tongue action. I've never done that.
You never done a tongue action? You ain't got the tongue
No.
like Amberlynn Reid?
No, I ain't never done that shit in my life. I don't think.
Oh, really?
No, that's a good move though. How about
my
keep that in my
God.
repertoire?
Can you know what? If you can, if one of, we got another 10, another one. Mama said another one. I need this one right here.
Oh,
Hold on. I need you to lay your hair down though. I need you to lay your hair down like Amber does. Like straight on your tits. Yeah.
She's
Okay.
She's getting it straight first.
Like that?
Yeah.
No, you got to pull the front.
Well, bring them down because on the second part of it, she brings her shirt. She brings her. Bring your hair to here, to your breast, in front of you. Yes. 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 Yes, Amber. Yes, Amber. Yes. Yeah.
I've got you, Big Daddy.
Go, Amber.
I'm posing as the model Amberlynn right now.
Yeah.
I'm getting in the headspace.
Yeah. You're gonna be a trap queen in no time. All right, here we go.
All right.
My pants cause she a freak. I told her that I'm celibate and fucking about a week. Psych, bitch, I lie. You can ride me to this beat.
Hold on, you gotta do your eyes like her. You gotta have that like. You gotta have that. You know you moving your whole head. She doesn't move her whole head when she does the eye roll. When she go. You know, you got it. You can't do the eye roll. Amberlynn, you got to teach her the eye roll, bro. You can't move your whole head. You know, when she looks, she go.
Okay. Let me see one more time.
She can't move her eyes up. It's crazy.
I didn't see what it was.
Look at her roll on her eyes. Watch this.
Okay.
You can ride me to this beat. I hit it in. Ain't fucking about a week. Psych, bitch, I lie. You can ride me to this beat.
Yeah, see that? See that? You got it. But you can't move your head, though. When you look up like that, you got it.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. She gon' keep her hands in my pants cause she a freak. I told her that I'm celibate. Ain't fucking about a week.
Okay, I'm gonna try and skip ahead here to the part where he starts covering like Jordy. So hang on a second. Okay, this is where they get to Jordy. I watched this on Jordy's channel, and I actually offered through the comments that I could assist him with understanding LCU because I've been watching them now for like over a year.
When they were trashing Xylee yesterday on Oh Lordy Jordy show.
He was?
Bro, this motherfucker had me in tears. Like, this shit was funny. Watch this.
Oh. And she'll point me in the right direction. Because the one thing I've learned throughout life, I don't watch detractor channels. I never wanted to deal with GORLworld because they were just as bad. I never wanted to deal with them.
Her fake accent is making it worse. What makes you think her accent's fake?
So the way it works in Virginia is that if you're in one of the major cities, the college towns basically, you probably don't have a southern accent, but if you live in the rural areas, you're going to have an accent. Right, so she's probably pretty close to Richmond, but out in the burbs, right? Because that's where they start having thicker accents. The ones that are closer to, like, for instance, I worked in a suburb of Richmond, but it was relatively close. Most of us spoke like Valley girls. It sounded like Valley Girls because you kind of like pick up the accent a little bit, but it's not as thick as what Xylee's doing.
Ugh. I hope we don't see much of her in whatever Amberlynn gets involved in. I hope we don't see much footage of this one. Just it's not like it's just I can't do the yelling. Like people.
People trying to take the volume down, and you know what? I've been in the LCU for too long that I didn't even notice how often Xylee yells into the fucking microphone.
Oh
I didn't even notice that until he was watching her yesterday, and the whole chat was like, "Why is she screaming? Why is she screaming?"
How did you not notice that, Yo Mama? I've been talking about it for months upon months. And I've been repeated on LCU channels about her shrill voice. People are actually using that terminology. They're calling it a shrill voice after I have said that in my commentary.
Day one. She scream talks a lot. That's what intimidated me a lot about her in the beginning. Was that she was like constantly acting like she was angry. But she's been cooling down in a lot of the episodes. I guess she's went back to her old ways for this one. She must be pissed.
Bro, she just yell talks, bro. And here it is. Watch this.
People who like scream talk. No. Big no. Angel, hi there. I hope they all find out about her cheating on Casey with a 15-year-old and screaming at her to get a better iPod. She was like 20 at the time. So like a literal child. A literal child of 20 years old.
No.
Because I know what goes on in those communities.
He's turning down the volume.
I do have trusted people who circle those communities, and that's who I will go to. And this goes for you too, Roxy. She'll believe anything anybody tells her and doesn't even do the.
Oh my God, Xylee is so bad, you guys. I mean, even if you go back and look at her like coverage of Eugenia Cooney, she was like fangirling over her and totally skipping the finer details of the fact that she dropped the N-word. She was highlighting her body. She was scantily clad. She was talking about how Jack Skellington was her ultimate love interest. And that's what sparked the entire class action lawsuit. And she was gooning for her last summer after she had the health episode where it looked like she had potentially a stroke online because her thought process got foggy. She couldn't handle the things that she was working with and she was misspeaking. And then she sat down on the couch and started convulsing, right? So there is a class action lawsuit that names TikTok, YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And these girls that are engaged in the ED content, apparently don't watch the news. I guess. I don't know what's going on there. But it said these four and others. So there's other platforms named, apparently. I don't know.
Don't like, I'm the loudest person. That means I'm making the best point. Like, isn't that cringe when people argue? Like, if you're in an argument with someone and they think like, if I'm louder, that means that I'm more right.
It has been a good strategy for her. You can't lie.
Yeah, I use that strategy too.
It's a good strategy.
It is a good strategy. It is a good strategy. It is. Like, you just overtalk the other person and you're just the loudest. And sometimes that comes off like maybe he's right because he's more passionate about it because he's angry and yelling over the quiet person. You know?
I agree. I think that's a good strategy.
The LCU. I think we're going to see loads of shit happen.
Yes! Maui said, here's my question. If Keem said all the LCU host background past drama aren't
drinking warm water with cinnamon before bed eliminates that
off limits in the LCU, why can't AM...
Is she hard of hearing? I don't know. Like, yeah, maybe.
I mean, she could be. She could be, right? She's been a YouTuber for a long time and stuff. I wouldn't put the idea past anything. I mean, she's older. She's been on the internet for a long time. She might be a little hard of hearing.
He said, is she hard of hearing?
Dude, I am so scared for this motherfucker to be watching my videos every goddamn day and commenting and get 50,000 views in 2 days. I am so fucking nervous.
Sweet Tea, you should totally subscribe to his channel. I've been watching him for over 2 years. He's a fantastic sub. His channel is called Oh Lordy, It's Jordy. And he's fantastic. He has such a dry sense of humor. He's so good.
It's about this. Because I used to watch this guy a little bit.
Yeah, no, when he's not obsessing over one person, but when he does shit like this shit is funny.
He can be funny. He can be really funny. That's why I would watch him. I thought some of his takes were good on what's her name?
I know who you're talking about, the skinny one, that real skinny.
Yeah, the skinny one.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I would watch his videos on her. I wish I would have watched the Amberlynn one so I knew a little bit more about her. He said on that one I was watching though that he is a mainly Amberlynn channel.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be covering like every episode of Bust probably, and that's so fucking nerve wracking.
That's like
everybody's gonna be watching it.
Yeah, it's good. Actually, I mean, that's good that you gotta when they're not just focused on one person and they're focused, they get more people to focus on. I think it'll be a good thing. I think it'll be a good thing that they'll react to you, they'll react to Scooter. I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Jordy actually covers multiple subjects, and that's why I followed his channel for so long. Plus, he has that dry sense of humor. He's very good to his audience. He's not trying to punish his audience. Even when he has trolls, he kind of just plays with them a little bit. And that's it. Like, he's not trying to scar people like some of the folks you fired in the LCU, right? But on top of it, like I said, once you put a character like Amberlynn Reid on your cast, you have no idea what you're about to walk into, because you're going to get a lot of GORLworld coverage. And I imagine that's what Keem wanted, right? Because that increases views to his channel, his network. But at the end of the day, he also is exposing himself to a lot of legal risk because of this class action lawsuit that is coming down on EDs. And so I hope you have established with her that she cannot eat on camera. That would be the one thing that I would absolutely demand, is that for the 2 hours that you are on camera, you cannot eat. That's all you need to ask for, Keem. Like the planning hours, everything else, right? Sure, whatever. But when you're on the channel presenting your content to protect the network, you cannot eat. And don't get her drunk either. That's a bad idea too. Well, anyway, so like I said, if you all could help me with my charity fundraising, I would sincerely appreciate it. Because I am disabled. I have my little baby girl, Sally, here for emotional support as I go through this. And I would like to protect her at all costs. And my neighbor is crazy as fuck, in my humble opinion. And she's been harassing me for over 15 years, and I'm finally putting my foot down because I've rolled with punches over the years. I've accommodated her weird ass requests, like you're leaving your porch lights on too long, you know. Your mom is too heavy-footed when she comes over. You know, I can hear them too, by the way. And I told her that when I lost my shit over the last time that she actually called animal control. I went down there and she's got this alarm. I have some video of this. She has this alarm that goes like, ah, 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 when you approach her front door. She opened the door and then shut it in my face. And so I just yelled through the door device, the camera and the door device, and talked to her about all the times she's complained about me and said, listen, I can hear you when you're throwing things around and you're yelling at your husband. I can hear you when you're slamming doors. I can hear your toilets flush too. You need to leave me the fuck alone. So anyway, whatever you can do to help me in that cause, I would sincerely appreciate it. I know that it's been tight around the holidays here, but I could use the help right now. So if you enjoy my content, you want to throw me some pennies my way, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.